Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Franklin from the Money Code Academy, and on today's video I want to share with you something I titled 10 financial lessons from the Squid Game. Now I want to believe that you must have seen that series. Now if you haven't seen the series, I would encourage you to go and see that series. There is a lot of lessons to learn from it. Although the series has a lot of very violent scene, okay, if you are not someone who is able to handle such, then there is no point going to watching it. But if you are someone who is able to, handle it a little bit, then I would just encourage you to go watch the series. It's on Netflix. Now, something happened. I'm not supposed to be doing this very video, but for a very long time, I kept on hearing about the Squid Game, the Squid Game, the Squid Game. It was all over the place. And I began to wonder, what is this about the Squid Game? For a very long time, I kept on saying it and, I would just, breeze past it. But when I saw that lots and lots of people, they were talking about it, I decided to watch it. And one of the things that I discovered is that this particular series was majorly about a lot of things, okay, but the main thing that was supposed to be focused on, they were not focused on it. Most people were focused on the killings that was taking place. Some people were focused on how violent it was. Some people were focused on the game itself that they were made to play, okay. But then I realized that what that series was really trying to communicate, beyond the violence, beyond the game itself, beyond entertainment, it was really trying to communicate the financial situation that is currently in the world today. And being that I'm a financial coach, I was able to sit down and, trust me, what I was actually just seeing in that movie were real financial situation that many people have found themselves today. And I want us to talk about some of it, because trust me, there are lots and lots of financial lessons that you can learn from this very series, because this series actually speaks to people and whatever situation that they have found themselves. I mean, there's so much you can learn. There's so much you can actually learn from this series that will help you financially in different aspects. Okay, so we're going to be looking at that. Now, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, I talk about personal finance, I talk about entrepreneurship, I talk about finances, okay, financial management, how to multiply your finances and all that stuff. Now, if these are the kind of things that interest you, consider subscribing to this very channel, okay? Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. And before that, I would just like to issue a disclaimer here. I was not paid to make this video. Okay, this is not an affiliate. Okay, this is just me doing a review on some of the financial lessons that you can learn as an individual being a financial coach, because this was something that I really gained from watching that. And a lot of times when we watch movies of great importance that we see beyond it and try to learn one or two things, that's actually the purpose of some of those things. Now, the first lesson to learn from here is that financial problems is a general problem. When I saw that series, I realized that this whole thing about finances, it's a general issue. Most of the time, very many people, when they go through financial challenges, they begin to personalize it. They begin to feel that, oh, they are the only ones going through this very thing. But that's not true. You've got to understand that financial problems is a general problem. It is not just an individual problem, it is a social problem. I want that to sink. Financial issue is a social issue right now. And guess what? Even nations all around the world are going through financial issues. When we take a look at most nations today, many of them are already in debt. Yeah, that's the truth. Many of them are in a lot of debt. So if you are listening to me right now and somehow you've been thinking that the financial crisis you're going through is unique to you, then I want you to think again. It is not unique to you. It is not unique to you. I'm going to repeat that statement. It is not unique to you. It's a general problem. When we take a look at that very series, we see that lots and lots of people, they were in a certain financial issue and they didn't even know what to do about it. And that was one of the things that, drove them into engaging in that very game. Okay, so the first thing you've got to understand is that financial problem It's a general problem. Learn that. If you learn this, it will help you a great deal. Because see, a lot of times when you begin to think that the financial issues you're going through is unique to you, it brings you depression. It makes you to start thinking, oh, there's something wrong with you. Oh, your case is just different. That's when people start saying things like, oh, I don't know why my case is different. I don't know why when it comes to me, my own issue is just different. You know, they personalize it, they brood on it to the point where it becomes negative. The whole thing becomes negative and toxic. This is where you find lots of people, they end up killing themselves because they feel that this issue is unique to them, but that's not true. It's a general problem. That's the truth. I often say that when you are walking on the street and you see about 10 people, I guarantee that out of those 10 people, all 10 of them have financial issues, financial commitments that they are not even able to meet up with yet. That's the truth. And then out of that 10 persons walking on the road, you will be amazed that in today's world, eight of them, if not all, are in debt. That's the truth. Why? Because of the economic situation in the world right now. So this is something that must be taken seriously. Understand this. It will help you to calm down and look for a way out for yourself. Okay? Now, the next thing here is that you must take your financial life seriously. The lead actor in that very series, one of the things I noticed about him was that, you know, he was an unserious fellow when it comes to his finances. His mother was very hardworking. Now, if you've seen this movie, then you know the person I'm talking about. His mother was a very hardworking lady, but he himself was unserious. Very, very, very unserious. As a matter of fact, he got into gambling. He was owing money here and there. He was not serious at all. In fact, even his first wife had to leave him, you know, because of this purpose. He wasn't serious with his finances at all. You know, he didn't have a proper job and all that stuff, you know. Now, this is where many people have found themselves today. There are many people who are not taking their finances seriously. They just feel, oh, something is going to change. Somehow, somewhere, something is going to change. So they keep trying their hands in different things. And this is what has actually led a lot of people into gambling, betting, and all that. But guess what? Something I discovered is that until and unless you are serious with your finances, nothing is going to change. I know that some people may not believe this, but that is the truth. Until and unless you are serious with your finances, nothing really is going to change. Make no mistake about this. So you've got to be serious with your finances. Now, when I'm talking about being serious with your finances, I mean sit down and actually look at where you are in your finances. I've done a lot of financial videos in this direction. I would just encourage you to scroll through and see some of the videos that will help you. I did one, how to become financially successful. Okay, I did that video. Okay, you can go watch that video. I'll put a link in the description box below. You can see the thumbnail now showing on your screen. Go and watch that video. I'm telling you, there is a lot. The challenge with a lot of people today is that many people are not willing to learn. They are not willing to learn. Listen carefully. See, I began to make real financial progress the moment I started learning. Financial progress is not when you start making a lot of money. Real financial progress is not just when you have a lot of money. Real financial progress is when you are beginning to understand money and how to handle it, and you know how to make it or how to multiply it in your hands, how to attract it. That is actually what real financial progress is all about. So I just want to encourage you that you take your financial life very seriously. Sit down and begin to learn. There's so much you can do. That guy, okay, who was the lead actor in that very series, he wasn't serious about his finances for real. His mother kept on complaining about it again and again, and he was actually a pain to his mother, whom at the end of the day he finally lost that very lady, you know. So this is something that I just want to encourage you about. Stop loafing around. Stop thinking that something is going to happen one day and you will just receive a financial breakthrough. It doesn't work that way. If you truly want to see things work in your finances, then there must be some action to it. Get serious with your finances. Nothing really is going to change. That was the mistake that young man made. You get the point now? Now, the third thing here is that you've got to avoid frustration so that you can focus. a lot of times the real issue that people face in their finances is not even the finances itself. The real issue that people face is frustrations. The moment they see that, okay, they are in some financial condition, they get distracted, they get frustrated, and that frustration makes them unable to focus. They are not able to focus at all. So they keep looking for a quick fix. And at the end of the day, they make a mess of everything. And this is actually what leads to financial depression that you see today in the world. So I just want to encourage you, one lesson you've got to learn from this very Squid Game or the series is that you have to avoid frustration so that you can focus. If you are able to keep the frustration aside, I know that you're going through some financial issues, but keep it aside. I know that you are in serious debt. Keep it aside. I know that, okay, the pressure is overwhelming. Keep it aside so that you can do what? Focus and come up with a constructive plan. You get the point now? There is nothing, see, in times of difficulties, in times of financial frustrations, one of your greatest assets is the ability to remain focused. When you are able to focus, you can think clearly, you can make the right decisions, you can come up with a sustainable plan, a plan that will help you to actually come out of that condition that you have found yourself. So avoid frustrations at all cost. I did a video how to handle financial pressures. I'll just put the link in the description box below. It will bless you a great deal, I'm telling you. So that'll be all for this very video. I believe that you've learned something. I would like to hear your comments. Tell me about what you have learned. Remember, this was strictly for lessons, financial lessons. You've got to understand this, okay? I want to see your comment. I want to know what resonated with you. I want to know what you've learned. I want to know the points, the areas you'll be making mistakes. Let us know about it, and I'll be happy to speak to you and just talk about it. Okay, and don't forget to share this video, share with your friends and loved ones. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing and click on the notification bell so that the next time I post a new video, you will be the first to get that very video. Until then, keep cracking the money code. God bless you.